Hi, welcome back. So we're at the last chapter in this book, Analysis from the Start to the End. In this final chapter, I'm going to recap all the effort and the work from theoretical and practical aspect that we have accomplished so far in both books, because the ideas start all and revolve around the words of research. And the idea of research, actually, from a technical perspective, was a reflection or the mirror that is indicated from the word problem. And in general, we have established from the very beginning the meaning of a problem. It goes beyond the exact definite linguistic meaning of it. From a wider perspective or general perspective, a problem, it indicates the way that we need to understand the behavior that revolves around certain circumstance. For example, when you have a tree is moving towards certain direction, we understand that there is wind caused the tree to move into that direction. We might try to investigate such a problem by understanding the speed of that wind, for example, and using the tree to explain that speed. If you want to look at it from this perspective, problem could be a social phenomenon. For example, when a young teenage drop out of school, we try to understand a number of reasons caused that decision to be made. Problem could be a product that I want to design and manufacture. I need to understand who are the potential customers to buy that product, what kind of manufacturing standards that I need to follow, what kind of customer profile I need to consider. And the product could be digital, could be physical. So you see, we have established a very wide image on the meaning of a problem. And from there, we moved actually in order to find the exact right solution. All we need this to be intelligent solution. We need kind of knowledge, and this knowledge will lead to the right solution or the intelligent one. And the question is, how can I gain this knowledge? And that's why we moved around the idea of starting a research from the start all the way to the end. So essentially, we started with research. And then around the research, we were able to investigate a few things. Number one, kind type of research. We have seen that could be two types of research. The first one is the quantitative, and the second one is the qualitative. And then from there, after we decide on type of research we want to deal with, structure that my research might take. And we have seen or explored two possible different types of structure. We've looked at inductive structure and deductive structure. And after that, we have seen very important stuff related to the kind of a framework. On the framework, we have seen two different types of framework, conceptual and the perceptual framework. Both of them have given me finally the opportunity to do a very important thing, the output of here. And that is by writing or articulating correct research question. So once my research question is ready, we move to the second important step, and that is by understanding the kind of design. We've looked at two kinds of design. The first one, we call it the causational kind of design, and the second one, we call it the observational kind of design. And the actual difference between the causational and the observational would have been already decided based on the structure, either inductive or deductive. In the causational, we've looked at the two methods, experiment one and the quasi. On the observational, we have seen the descriptive one, and we have seen the correlational. So once all of which have been done, we move to the last step by designing instrument, and we quantified the kind of variables might help me actually to solve a problem. So once we have accomplished all this in the first book, the outcome of that work was actually a kind of a data set where we have number of subjects, right? As a sample, I measured on them the x1, x2, all these space of m variables. And once we have this has been done, we move to the stage where we wanted to do some kind of a preparation by cleaning, by handling missing values, checking compatibility, reliability, etc. This is my final structured data set. We move to the second pillar by creating the descriptive model. It gives me the summary. It gives me the conclusion. It gives me the answers. And this is the kind of the knowledge that you might indicate or a summary in form of a numerical form and a form of a graphical form as well. I have created this answers or summary based on m number of subjects or sample that I have drawn from a larger population that's surrounding the actual problem. And that's why we needed to take this descriptive model to a stage of inferential model. It answered a very important question, whether actually those summaries that I have reached out to, they happen by chance or actually those summaries in a numerical or graphical way, they are actually representing the actual population behavior around the problem. And as a result of all of which in the second book, analysis from the start to the end, which actually has taken care of this step from here to here, we were able to give a kind of right or kind of knowledgeable answer for that research question. Now, the intelligent stage, how can I make this kind of summary intelligent? The answer is by creating or model that problem that can help me next time to predict behavior of any new element might come revolve around the environment that we investigated the problem. In order to put them in such way, I need a third step, and that is to understand prediction from the start to the end. That's exactly where we are heading next. As the final closure on this chapter, I would like to share with you the map that I have created, and it took really a long time to put all these pieces together, and I call it Aimed Intelligent System Scheme version 2.1.0. In this map, I have put all the work from a theoretical to a practical transformation through 5 different stages. Every stage I have laid down exactly the steps that you need to actually utilize and use in order to introduce your final product. I'm going to leave my details if you would like to post any question or inquiry that you might need to discuss with me. I would be more than happy to answer back. For now, it has been a pleasure to share with you the knowledge that I have, and I will be happy to hear that knowledge have contributed to your endeavor somewhere along the line. You all stay well, and thank you very much.